Hi everyone. It's time for today's video based on New York Times connection game. It's basically a game where you create four groups of four words from 16 given words. You have seen the thumbnail, so you know what the first group we are discussing is. Watch to the end of this video, and I will also tell you the other three groups of four words, what each word means, and what they have in common. So today's words, the first word is cut. Now, I have probably done this before. So these are the group of words, the four words that mean fail to attend. So cut is the first word. Now, cut, as I have said before, in another video, be very careful with cut because we have that short cut and then we have the long of cut. So, cut is in its simplest form means to cut something, as in cut a piece of paper or cut things with scissors. Also, we have an expression, cut that out, or another word for it. This is knock it off, which means stop talking about that. So I just wanted to say to you that, English is tough, right? English is very confusing. It has taken me 40 plus years. And to start learning English is very easy, but to master it and get over all the confusion and get over all the lack of consistency and just how common exceptions are. I just wanted to tell you that I feel you. I feel what you're going through. As I said, I've been doing this all my life, basically, pretty much. And at least all my adults. And the thing is that, it can get frustrating. And again, you start learning it and it's easy. But as you progress, going from intermediate to advanced, it becomes tougher and tougher. But I'm telling you that your English can be better than the native speakers, than the Americans and the Brits, because they were born there and you are learning it. So if you get frustrated, just dust yourself off, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and just keep going and pat yourself on the back. And keep coming to my channel, watch my videos. You learn a lot. And in no time, you will feel much better and more confident. Okay. So the word cut means, cut usually something with a sharp, like with something sharp, like, you cut that orange with a knife, right? Or cut that piece of paper. So, cut. It's pretty simple. But then you can imagine cut also is used for, first of all, it's a noun and a verb. So cut is also used in movies. Cut, as in, stop this scene. Even when you play games, there's this thing called cut scenes where, you can't play that game and there's a movie element in the game. And as I said, cut it out and knock it off means to stop something annoying, right? And then we have the expression cut off. And that means, that means I'm gonna cut you off. Now that could happen inside a bar. If somebody is too drunk, give me another. I'm gonna cut you off. That means I won't give you another drink. So that's cut off. Cut off in general means to stop. But you are not cut off. Like imagine, like, I don't know, you're some rich person and your parents you use your parents' credit card everywhere and they say, you're not cut off. You can't use that anymore, right? Or you're grounded, is a common expression, and your parents can ground you. And when they ground you, you're cut off. You can't use any internet, you can't use any screens. That's cut off. And then we have cut up, which not to be confused with caught up, right? Cut up means to, something which is cut in different pieces. Those are or cut out, right? And then there's an expression, I'm not cut out for, like, you should go and rescue that dog who's like in the middle of freeway. I'm not cut out for this. I'm not the right person for this. Cut off, cut out, cut up, cut in. Cut in means, can I cut in? Like, you're talking to somebody and your friend comes like, can I cut in? As in, can I interrupt? Right? Those are all the verbs, cut. And then there's the noun cut. So this is a cut, right? But then here, as I said, it's fail to attend, which means to cut class. That's the verb, to cut class. Did you just cut class, as in did you just not attend your class? And then, while I'm here, I might as well tell you about caught is the long sound. That caught means catch, not caught up. Now you're caught up, which means now you're informed. You are completely up to date with what's going on. That thing caught fire. So catch fire, caught fire, right? And that caught me by surprise, catching by surprise, right? So those are, some of the words. Maybe I'll do another video on caught. But anyway, another fail to attend is ditch. And ditch, I think I did another video on ditch. Ditch means, fail to attend means ditch. Just ditch me. Like, when you feel stand up, like, I don't know, you have a hot date with somebody on some dating app, and then you go there and they're like, they stand you up, as in they don't show up, as in they ditch you. So when then somebody ditches somebody, that means that they don't show up when they say they, I think the term now is that they ghost you. So, but they ditch you. I'm gonna ditch this book. I can't read it. Ditch is basically walk, but fail to attend here is like ditch, as in you ditch somebody, you ditch that, class or something. That's fail to attend. But also you can ditch, as in get rid of something. I'm gonna ditch this book. Gonna ditch, this whole program. I'm gonna ditch. So ditch, that means to get rid of, right? But then ditch, that's a verb. But then ditch can be a noun. And then that ditch as a noun, it means it a hole, right? So that's, one day you just fall in a ditch and nobody helps you. Ditch, right? That means a hole in the ground. It's usually a big hole. And so another fail to attend word is miss. So you missed the class, Mr. Henderson. Anderson would be Neo. Anyways, so missing. So you missed my birthday, uncle. I'm so sorry. You missed it. As in, I am sorry, honey, that I missed our wedding. So that's fail to attend, right? You fail to show up for an event. You fail to show up and attend an event. And then, so that's one word for miss, which is usually attending an event. But then miss means, I'm gonna miss you so much. I'm gonna miss you too, Grandpa. Yes, I'm gonna miss you, kids. So miss here means, not having somebody and have feelings for them. But miss also doesn't always mean for people. You can also miss places. You miss things. I'm gonna miss this city. I have to move to Argentina, but I'm gonna miss Rio, Brazil, right? So miss. But then miss, the simplest form of miss is, of course, it's when you miss something. It's like hit. Oh, you hit the target right on. Oh, miss. You missed. That's where the expression hit and miss comes from. Okay, that's a hit and miss, as in you don't know it's gonna be, you're gonna hit it or you're gonna miss it. You missed the target by 7 days, or you could miss something by degrees, or you basically misses like not hitting, not getting to the target. Then you can expression use that miss, as in you're not gonna get. It's basically, I'm gonna give this a miss. That means I'm gonna give it a pass. Okay, would you want to come to my aunt's wedding? I guess I'm gonna give that a miss. That means I'm gonna pass on that. That means that I'm not gonna show up. Give something a miss means basically not doing the thing. And then finally, fail to attend is skip. Did you just skip chemistry class? Yeah, I'm sorry. Skip means fail to attend. Oh, by the way, miss another completely different meaning of that. Of course, misses means to, Miss Elena Hansen is that means that a woman, an unmarried woman. That's opposed to Mrs., which is a married woman, right? Mrs. Cameron is married to Mr. Cameron, but Mrs. Eleanor Hampson is Miss Eleanor Hampson is the one that like is unmarried. Now, of course, in the age of women's liberation, we use MS, which means the same way Mr. Charles. When you say Mr. doesn't show whether or not the person is a married or unmarried, and that's the same way with MS. You don't know if the woman is married or unmarried. So then the word skip means, basically skipping on something. You cannot even skip walking and kind of like, jumping up and down. That's skipping. Skipping in general means failing to attend. Here means skipping class. Did you skip class? Did you just skip my sister's wedding? Skip. And then I think and it also failing to connect, right? I think it just skipped the chapter. So did you just skip to the ending? As in you didn't read the whole thing. You went right to the end. So skip to. I'm going to skip to paradise and skip to escape. Kind of skip, escape, kind of similar. And then, but you can skip a book, or you can skip an event, or you skip, I'm going to skip lunch, as in I'm not going to eat lunch. Are you going to watch that YouTube video? I think I'm just going to skip it, as in I'm not going to do it. So those are the words for fail to attend. Hey there, friend. Nice to meet you. I am Hamid. Sorry for the interruption. If you are enjoying this video and are looking to take your English fluency and vocabulary to the next level, I've got something special for you. I offer personalized one-on-one coaching sessions tailored to your unique goals and interests. Whether you're focusing on grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, or all around communication skills, I'm here to help you master English in a way that's fun and effective. Ready to elevate your English? Click on the link in the description below to book your session with me today. Let's embark on this journey to English mastery together. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more tips and tricks on mastering English. So these are all yellow, these are all words that are yellow, brown shades. Beige, and beige, of course, is beige is kind of like a cream. So that's beige doesn't have a lot of meanings. Beige is yellow, brown shade. Camel, apparently is a kind of a color. It's a yellow-brown shade, but camel, of course, is that animal with two humps that, walks in the desert. That's also camel. And then we have, I think, camelback, which is a type of a what do you call it? Type of a backpack that you can put water in it or something. There's other naughty things with camel that I'm not gonna talk about. Then another one is khaki. Khaki is usually that color, the special color. I don't know if this is like sort of this kind of a color. Maybe this. So a khaki means kind of like color of dust, but also khaki it can be shorts, right? Like, or actually not shorts, it's like long pants in the color with the same color. Like you're wearing jeans or khakis. And then tan is another yellow-brown shade. And tan, of course, means another meaning for the word tan in its simplest form is to get sun-kissed and have your body, when you are under the sun, makes your skin go brown. That's to tan. So tan, tanning, it doesn't have a lot of different meanings. Then we have a group of words that are decisive victory, a blowout. Oh my God, that was a blowout. Golden State Warriors just blew out Los Angeles Lakers. I know I'm a Warriors fan. So blowout. Oh my God, that was a blowout. That was a decisive victory. Like, I don't know, you aced your physics exam. That was a blowout. Like, you did so well compared to your sister, which is like you got an A plus and your sister got D. So you blew her out. That's a blowout. And of course, I've talked about blow a lot. So you can have things like blow up and blow off. Blow up usually means exploding, but then blow up also, as I said before, blow up would also mean, when you zoom in a picture, that's blow up. And then also you can say, oh, they're blowing up my phone, as in they're calling me. And then, so those are all, but then blow out here and then blow off. I'm just going to blow off some steam, kind of like get rid of it, release. Another word for decisive victory is romp. No, I haven't really heard that expression for decisive victory. That's why English is so hard, as I said, for 40 plus years, and I've never really heard the word romp in that context. ROMP, romp, decisive victory. And yeah, so that's what that is. It's a romp. I think I don't really know other meanings for romp. Then rout, and then that's another word for decisive victory. The rout, as in like you hit somebody or beat them or really do well with them. They routed the other team, right? Now, that shouldn't be confused with route, which is ROUTE, and that means the trajectory, or I think sometimes it could be route, can be pronounced as route. And then that's why we have the word en route or en route, which means something is, the pizza is en route to your house, or en route. So then another word is decisive victory, sweep. And that sweep, usually it means if a team sweeps another team, like in playoffs, that means that they had to 4 games to, out of 7 to win. And then they basically swept the other team, as in 1, 2, 3, 4. They beat them without a single loss. That's a sweep. Then we have, sweep in general is in the simplest form is like cleaning your house with a broom. That's a sweep. Then sweep, as in we have expressions like, wow, he swept me off my feet, as in he just like impressed me so much, right? That's also sweep. And then we have this thing called sweepstakes, which is kind of a contest or a lottery or something. You're winning the, sweepstakes. So that's the word deliver decisive victory. Then these are all the words that end up with wheel, cheese wheel. I don't know what a cheese wheel is, but cheese is interesting. The only funny thing about cheese is that usually when you used to take pictures, this is not the case anymore. But when we had cameras and timing and all that, you say cheese. It means, smiling or cheese, whatever. I guess it makes you say smile. Color, a color wheel, color, what color means, red color, beige color, whatever, camel color. Now, color can be, it can be a verb and a noun. It doesn't really have many different meanings, but color, you can also use the expression like color me impressed, as in I'm really impressed with what you did. Color me mad. Like you can use like sort of putting that expression there. An interesting thing about color is that COLOR is the American spelling of color, and then COLOUR is the British or Canadian or Australian spelling of the word color. Now, color, which gets confusing because color is collar, and this is a collar, right? And we have expressions like, so it's a part of the shirt that is a collar. But then blue collar, and white collar. And so white collar means that it's somebody who's like professional. Blue collar means somebody is working class. A white collar could be like a lawyer or a banker. Blue collar is basically working class. So that's why we have white collar crime, and that means like, bankers. Whereas blue collar crime, that means like, whatever, when there is embezzlement, that's a white collar crime. When there is, I don't know. Then we have the word hamster, as in hamster wheel. Another word that comes with wheel is hamster wheel, the wheel that the hamster runs around. What hamster is. Hamster doesn't have a lot of meaning. It's just the animal hamster. And then, by the way, collar, that's why English is confusing, because it could be collar based on where the stress is. And also caller means somebody who's calling, and especially in radio shows. In radio shows, you have caller number 99 or something. So that's somebody who calls, and call is a huge word that, like, we have the verb to call, like call off the wedding, which means cancel it. Call out, call up. Calling somebody out means to kind of saying that what you're doing is not right. I'm going to call you out on that. As in, I'm going to voice my displeasure with that. And then call in basically means just call up, the same as call on means to visit somebody. I'm going to call on you. So yeah, I would do another video on call. Call is very complex. And the last word is prayer wheel. Prayer again doesn't have a lot of meanings. So to pray, right? That's to pray. I pray to God. But the thing I'm doing is prayer, is my prayer. So we usually use the word ER in English to create some sort of a subject of doing, like, as I said, call and caller, person who calls. But pray means to pray to God. But prayer is not the person who's praying to God. It's not that I am the prayer. Well, you can be a prayer to somebody, whatever. Oh, I am your prayer answered or something. But prayer doesn't mean somebody who's praying. This is why English is so hard. Anyways, have a great day.